Now this time we have two topics to touch on. The first being the BikeBandit.com AMA Vintage Motorcycle Days 2014. If you haven't heard, the dates have been moved this year. It's July 11th through the 13th. Same spot in Central Ohio at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. Now what is Vintage Days all about? Well, simple. Every year, tens of thousands of enthusiasts join the AMA and the Motorcycle Hall of Fame Museum with nearly 1,000 independent vendors at vintage motorcycling's biggest bash. The event includes racing, the country's largest swap meet, seminars, stars from the sport's past and present, bike shows, and more, all designed to recapture a simpler time and remind us what's fundamentally cool about riding motorcycles. So, whether you're a cafe racer type, this is your event. Want to chat up some folks about a project you're working on, need some parts? No problem, we've got you covered. You want to see some old bikes and some old riders bomb around the racetrack? That's Vintage Days, and it is an awesome time. Indian Motorcycles will be the marquee this year. Indian's going to bring out some new motorcycles for you to demo ride. And the Grand Marshals were announced recently. Known in the day as the Indian Wrecking Crew, Bill Tooman, Bobby Hill, and Ernie Beckman won AMA Grand National races in the early 1950s. Now, Beckman passed away in 1999, but Tooman and Hill live on. Both will be at Vintage Days as Grand Marshals, and I'm sure they are willing to relive some of those great races that they had going up against Europe's best, as well as those big bad boys from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So, you can get your advance tickets for the BikeBandit.com AMA Vintage Motorcycle Days by going to midohio.com or call the AMA directly at 1-800-262-5646. And on the keeping your motorcycle running and running right side of things, the AMA, which opposes the E15 fuel standard, has been working tirelessly to get federal government officials and lawmakers to overhaul the failed renewable fuel standard. In a recent press release, AMA Vice President of Government Relations, Wayne Allard, says this, quote, "The federal government's renewable fuel standard is a failed strategy that must be completely reconsidered and restructured," end quote. The main reason for this, because research has shown that an estimated 22 million motorcycles and all-terrain vehicles could be at risk of damage or voiding warranties provided by manufacturers. Now, currently, those engines are only rated at 10% ethanol by volume, not 15 as E15 is. Now, that call to overhaul was done at the National Renewable Fuel Standards Day of Action recently, and Allard was not alone. He was joined by representatives from California and Arkansas. If you want to get involved, then join the AMA. This is only part of what your membership will get you, because the AMA exists to protect your freedom to ride and race. Join AMA now at AmericanMotorcyclist.com or call 1-800-262-5646. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right here next time on AMAtv.